Our speaker today, Reverend Dr. Ruth Miller, is spiritual leader for Ocean Unity. She integrates science and spirituality in her books and lectures and offers counseling and prayer for our members and friends. Continuing our theme for April, Healing from the Inside Out, Dr. Miller's talk will invite us to leave behind our old ideas of health and healing and embrace the fundamental unity principle that God, as health, abides in each of us always. Dr. Reverend Ruth Mark Miller. Oh God, I've got your name wrong already so quickly. I'm really impressed. I'm Laura. Marvelous. We've only been working together for 2 years now. Oh, how nice to be here and to be with you. And wasn't that a marvelous piece? That Karen Drucker's song is one of my favorites. And I appreciate that we got to hear one of Laura's favorites too. That's beautiful. So we've been talking about healing. This is our third Sunday on the subject. And I noticed that Eileen pointed out that the word health is the same word as whole, holy. It's also the same word as wealth and well. It all comes from the same root. Isn't that interesting? Has to do with the way different languages pick up on different parts of it, right? So when we're talking about healing, we're talking about coming into our well-being. I've come to take all of that. I call all of that well-being. Right? We're coming into our abundant supply. We're coming into relationships that are functioning smoothly. We're coming into a body that is always pleasant and ready to do what we need. And we're coming into all that, all those aspects of life that are what we are designed to experience as fully and as wholly, and that's whole as in wholeness, as possible. Yes. So I wanted to invite you. I'm going to do things a little differently today. So I wanted to invite you first to tell me what you think health is. What is health?
Happiness.
Health is happiness. What is health?
Vitality.
Vitality. And vital means full of life. Vitality. Yes. What is health? Stamina, enthusiasm, contentment. Ooh.
I look at holistic.
Holistic, when you say health, you're talking a whole picture. Yeah. And actually, all of these words come from the Greek word holon, which means whole, a wholeness. And holistic is our adjective on holon. That's beautiful. Thank you. Other, what is health?
Homeostasis.
Balance. Balance, the body or the life in balance. Harmony. Yeah.
Or just my word, divine balance.
Divine balance works, but
you got to put love in there.
All right. Health includes love. All right. So those are a lot of really good words, and some of them evoked some feelings. But what I'm going to invite you to do now is take it the next step. And I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and to be fully feeling health. Feel health. Now, you may need to imagine yourself doing something absolutely wonderful in order to feel health. So you may need to be imagining yourself walking in a beautiful place or dancing to gorgeous music or something like that. But you want to feel health. And as you are feeling health, kind of take a survey of how your body is doing right now. When you feel health, what happens in your body? Is there more of a sense of balance and alignment? A little more peace, a little more love, maybe a little more contentment. Feeling health is the best thing you can do for your whole world and body. Right. I'm going to invite you to take a cleansing breath and come back into this space so we can chat a little more. Yeah. Literally, those of you who attended the workshop yesterday, I think got this message. The best thing we can do is feel the health that we have been longing for, just like with God, right? We want to feel the love that we were longing for. We want to feel the joy that we were longing for. We feel the health. We feel it in our muscles. We feel it in our organs. We feel it in the way we imagine ourselves moving, because we can move totally freely in our imagination, correct? Totally freely. There are no limitations in our imaginations. And imagination is kind of a cool, I love that it includes the word nation. We'll talk on that on another subject, but another time. But imagining is in the image. We were made in the image. Someone imagined us, right? The being that we call the omnipresent good imagined us. We are in that omnipresent good, that image of omnipresent good, which means anything unlike all the qualities that we call good, first of all, doesn't really exist. It's a function of what we were trained or what we have accepted as our belief system. And so our brain is doing that to us, okay, to the body, to our relationships. Yes. So using our imaginations is a very, very important piece. And as Michael Beckwith likes to say, and he says this in the movie The Secret, this is a feeling universe. He doesn't care what our words are, if our words are not supported by feelings. Now, if we repeat the same words over and over again in our head or in our language, the universe will align on that. But whatever we have intense feelings about is what our universe will shape itself as, in large part because as we have intense feelings, we're literally rewiring our brain. So when we feel the joy and the contentment and the harmony and the balance and the homeostasis and the holism of health, feeling is more important than the words. Yes. And it begins to rewire the brain to tell the body, this is what is normal. And the way I experienced it when I was shifting out of that period of nothing that looked like health in the body years and years ago, was that it began to be an alignment of what was going on here with what was going on here, and then this came into alignment. So I had to bring my thought processes and feeling processes into alignment with that spirit within. And then, just like, if you take if you have things on an elastic and you stretch the elastic, they all fall into place, right? Which is, by the way, what network chiropractic is, for those of you who are aware of that. That whole system, the whole body began to align itself on this whole new set of feelings, which were inspired by and in alignment with the nature of spirit, joy, beauty, harmony, balance, and all those other wonderful qualities. So that's where we want to go to experience this process that we call healing. And it is a process because in the material world, everything takes time. And as the Course in Miracles say, time is nature's way of being gentle with us. Because if you could just get up and dance out of here, you probably would be so surprised. You'd be going, oh, I can't believe this. And guess what you've just done? Undone what just happened. So nature does it gently. right? The reason that Jesus and those who have been able to do instantaneous healings were able to do those is the people were ready, and he had established a consciousness in which they could accept it without going into disbelief. So part of what we do, if you've been involved in any treatment in New Thought, Science of Mind, or even Unity prayer treatments, is the first part is to get us into that place where we won't be so surprised, into that place where we know and we feel how aligned we are with the all that is. And the first part of a treatment is, this is what the all that is, and I'm part of that. I'm not separate from that. Oh my goodness, I'm unified with that. That's the second piece. And as I'm unified with the all that is, then I am feeling those qualities in my being. And as I feel those qualities in my being, then the brain starts sending signals to the different parts of the body. And so when we do a prayer treatment or a Science of Mind treatment, we are moving into that state of being where alignment is possible. We're bringing the brain into alignment with the spirit so that the brain then can tell the body, oh, it's okay. This is what's normal now. Okay, we can do that. And then that surprise is not so intense. That's the short version of the process. The long version is the doctor saying it's going to be 6 weeks, 6 months, or a year. Right? And us accepting that. Doesn't matter. Healing is happening no matter what. It's just a matter of using, boy, that's 3 different ways of using matter. That's kind of fun. 4th, if we talk about the body as matter. It's a fun word. Anyway, what really counts here is that we are feeling this process unfolding. And we can feel it unfold quickly or slowly. And it's the fastest when we know that who and what we are is the same as what we've called God. That who and what we truly are is all those qualities we've assigned God. And why is this so? Some of you have seen this and heard this far too many times, and others have never heard me speak. So you're going to get my version of why we have the same qualities of the divine. And that's really very simple. If you think of the source of all that is as if it were a big, glorious star like our sun, right? And there are all these little aspects within it where things are behaving a little differently over here, and they're a little different over here, and they're a little different, but it's all part of the same. And every now and then one of them just shoots out in this glorious flare. And at the very tip of one of those flares, that's me and you and you. Each of us is like the tip of the flare of this glorious, wonderful beingness. We are the same substance. We are the same everything. But we're just the little tip. We're not the whole of it. And the whole of it includes so much that we couldn't even fathom. And in the creation stories of Sumer and of the Taoists, they say that that's exactly what happened. This oneness extended a flare out, and one sort of got kind of separated. You know how sometimes with a flame, there's so much heat here, you can't see it. So it looks like there's part of the flame here and part of the flame here. Well, that's the creation story. Tiamat existed because she was a flare. She saw herself as separate from the one. And out of that came the 10,000 things, according to Taoist story. Out of that belief that there is a duality, there's me out here and the one back there. Then I better have a form, and I better have things, and I better have protection, and I need a shield because I'm separate from all that power over there. That's the creation story, the oldest creation story on the planet. Isn't that interesting? Huh. So what we all need to remember is we are not separated from that one. We are the tip of the finger, and there's a reason we are here. And that is so that flare can extend itself out just a little further and become just a little more complex and just a little more aware of possibilities that did not exist before. And this is what we get out of the sciences, because whenever we are being and aware, there's an infinite field of possibilities out in front of us that can be emerging in us and through us and as us and in our worlds now. And that's what we're here to explore, that infinite field. And to the extent that we have felt that connection with the one, that realization that spirit and I are one, that God and I are one, which is actually my favorite hymn in the hymnal. God and I are one. That realization is what allows that alignment. That's the unification that allows the alignment of my experience with truth. Yeah. My experience now becomes all those qualities that we just described as health, which we could all say are qualities of God. Yes. And that's when I declare, yes, it is so. And I give great thanks because I realize, oh my goodness, this is how it is. And it's so marvelous. And I'm so happy and I appreciate it so much. Yes. And I let it go because it is so. I don't have to do anything more. I can just be it. Just be it and know it and feel it. This is a feeling. Yes. Would you like to try imagining health again? Let's do that. Let's just close our eyes and feel health. Imagine the experience of health. Imagine how wonderful it feels for wholeness and wellness and well-being be your norm in every aspect of your beingness and life. Feel that love moving in and through the cells. Feel that joy, that life. Allow this whole new level of homeostasis, of balance, of being. Feel what it's like to know that you can bounce out of bed in the morning or whenever you choose to get up. And that whatever is there to be done is yours, easy to do. And wherever you wish to go, you go smoothly and easily. Feel that. Because this is who you are. The spirit that you are is unlimited. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited. Right now. Right now. I am free. I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free. I am unlimited. Right now. Right now. Oh, in that place of being, there's probably a small part of you that has not yet accepted all of it. So I'm going to sing a little song for that part of all of us. You can relax now. Come on and open your eyes, your inner eyes. Breathe deeply now. I am with you. Oh, my dear, dear child, who do you think you are? You are the child of love, and that will never change. You had a dream, you misunderstood. You thought we were separate, but now you hear my voice, and you can relax now. You can breathe deeply and well. You are everything. I am in you. We are one. Allow that in. Feel that loving presence. Always there. In us. With us. Working through us. For us. And for all being. Everywhere. That all may know the well-being that is who and what we truly are. Now take another deep cleansing breath. And come back to this room, this group, this place, this moment in time. Yes. Well-being is who and what we are, and is the unfolding of the quality of health. And the process is complete. Thank you so much.